Morning, it is Karen. It is Saturday, October, oh, sorry, I almost dropped the phone. Saturday, October 21st. This is Bubblehead and it's the Vlogtober edition. I'm just walking down to get some coffee. I've got a bunch of household things to do. It's another warm day out. It's kind of a little, just slightly chilly this morning. I had my jacket on, but it's supposed to be in the upper 70s tomorrow or today. And yesterday did hit 85 and I was miserable. So it is about 9 o'clock. I'm waiting for my husband to get out of the shower. We're gonna go for a walk. Then I have a few kind of household things I need to do. I need to repot a plant, a spider plant that's just going crazy. So I need to go over to a local garden store and get a new pot for it because I don't have one big enough. So I'm gonna go do that. Gonna do laundry, exciting stuff. What else? Oh, in that, if you had watched a few days ago, there was a big plastic bin that I was saying my husband had to go through and watch all these videos. So amazingly, he started doing it. Problem is that the camcorder is so old and the battery's so old that you can only watch like partial video and then the battery dies. So I think he's gonna have to see if he can find a better battery to continue this project. Also in that bin though, and I didn't realize this was in there, there were a couple things. There's a box which has a bunch of love letters from my parents, from my dad to my mom, which if you knew my dad, you would just be amazed that he wrote a love letter. But it's really sweet. So, I mean, it's like from the early 60s, maybe late 50s. So I was gonna scan them all and put them in. I hate to get rid of them, but I don't like keeping, like, we live very small. We have a very small, like 1,200 square foot apartment and one little tiny storage unit. So I don't have a lot of room to store things like that. But I think I will probably scan the letters and upload them to the cloud just so that they're still out there. You know, they still exist. The other thing that I found was my master's thesis. I didn't realize, I'm like, wow, that's huge. So there's two notebooks. One is like a good 4-inch one and then a smaller one. So I'm gonna go, I think I have an electronic version of it, but I don't want to scan the whole thing, but I also don't want to keep the whole thing. So I'm gonna find, if the electronic version is in there, I'm gonna try to download it. It's on a CD, and my husband said we do have a CD player somewhere, so I'm gonna see if I can find it. So I'm gonna deal with those today. What else? Probably do a little bit of work because I'm gonna be taking some time off at the end of the week, so I need to get ahead. I also didn't work yesterday. Well, I worked for an hour and 19 minutes. So I took most of the day off. And let's see, if you watched yesterday's video, I was in bed and asleep by 8:30 and I slept about 12 hours. Maybe that's just what I needed because my headache was gone. What else am I doing? We might go down to, there's a Halloween parade. It's like within walking distance of our house, so we might go. It's like a evening thing and it's, you know, a little bit of a street party. So we may go, we'll have to see, you know, how we're feeling and all. I'm also gonna encourage everyone to clean up around here, including myself. So, you know, when you live and work in such a small space, it's hard to keep up with everything because, I mean, you can keep it spotless for only so long, right? Oh, we're also gonna go for our COVID shots because I found out that they our healthcare provider has canceled all the individual appointments, and they want us all to go to these walk-in clinics that they're hosting, including a big one today. So we're gonna all go do that together, and that way we all get shakes for shots. If you want to know what that's about, you'll have to watch the video from a few days ago where my daughter got her flu shot and was not gonna let me have a milkshake because I didn't go with her to get a flu shot, even though I'd already gotten my flu shot. So yeah, but we'll wait until she's up. She's a night owl. There goes my husband. She's a night owl, so she probably won't be up until about noon. And there's my dog. All right, I better get going because we need to go do our walk and all that. Soil for one of my plants. Oh, sorry. Okay, I need to repot this spider plant. It's just gone crazy, and it has this offshoot, which I don't know what to do with, so I need to research that before I do it. So I bought this new pot, but I think actually I'm gonna put this jade plant in the new pot, and then I will put the spider plant in here. So that's the plan. But before we do any of that, we're going off to get our COVID shots and pick up shakes for shots if someone would get out of bed. I repotted these. They're now sitting on my ledge outside. It's filthy, sorry. We are gonna let them sit out here for a few hours because I also put fertilizer, and it's fish fertilizer, so it really stinks. So I'm just gonna let the smell kind of go away a little bit. Okay, and so fertilize that one too. So it's out here. All brave and got our shots for suckers?
Yep.
Good job. We've come to In-N-Out Burger as a treat for our daughter for getting her COVID shot. This will be the second fast food burger I've eaten in a week. That's 2 more than I've had in 2 years. So, try not to get run over here. It's a madhouse at In-N-Out Burger. I don't know what the appeal is, honestly.
They have good eyes.
Yes. Well, no, not us. Because they have good ice here.
I have the key ice.
Yes, see that kind of ice? That's the best ice.
All right, I ordered these from Jewel. Couldn't decide which one I liked, so I got two different ones. This one you can't see, it's upside down, but this is the one I think I'm gonna go with. And they're from my Pinguono. So I'm gonna put it on, try it on, see if I like it. Yeah, I don't think, I'm gonna look at this one first because this is the one I don't think I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna hang on to it because, yeah, it's just a button. I mean, I guess I could. It's not bad. I'll try it on and see if I like it. The other one just feels a little bit easier to deal with. And I was wrong, these are not magnetic. These are gonna go on my Pinguono. So you basically, I guess, poke it through here. And then poke it through here. So that's how that would look if I did it. I'll try to zoom in so you can see if that is what I'm gonna do or not. Let's see if I can. It's okay. I just, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried that if I do that, that I could easily lose this because it's pretty small. It's okay though. All right, so let me try the other one. It's just a little piece of leather and a piece of metal, and it has this little knob, and you just pop it on there to have it hold it, which is, I mean, it's fine, it's nice enough, but it's their mid-century modern square stud button styling tack, white brass and leather. I actually don't mind the look of it. I just wasn't sure how it would be with this, and it was not my first choice, but it was, I would want to see how it would look, and I figured I would get it, and then if I didn't like it, I would just hang on to it, because at some point I'll make something where I need a button like that. So that is a good option. That is a good option if you don't like to do a button band and you don't want to sew. That's a good option. All right, so I'll leave that there. And this is the Cordoba bezel ring closure, and it's leather, and then I can't remember if this is brass or what, but it's pretty solid. So I looked at a few places that I thought about, or I mean, I thought about buying this in actual store, like going in an actual store and buying it, but I didn't find anywhere that at least showed that they had this particular color. So it's kind of a brass color. Okay, this has an actual thing that pops on and off and has a little screw. I think I kind of like that closure better, as far as I wouldn't be as worried about losing a back because I don't have to take it off every time. But we'll have to see how it goes. Okay, I'm in the bathroom. I'm gonna try this this on in a better place. Hang on. I'm not too sure about this, and I'll tell you why, because the way it's open right now is a little bit, I don't know, I'm just not thrilled with it, but hang on. Maybe we'll get there, but it's okay, because either way, one of these things I will be able to use. It's just which one is it going to be, right? So. All right, that's how it looks. It kind of, I mean, in itself, it makes a statement just by itself. I'm gonna back you up so you can see a little bit. Well, okay, this this is very hard to show you. Okay, see how it looks? Okay, so there's that option. And I honestly, the thing I could do, this might be the best thing, is to switch between the two depending on the situation. But, you know, the other thing is that I don't feel overly like I need a button on this. So I'm just kind of, you know, I'm not gonna like use it all the time, I don't feel like, but you never know. Don't want to lose this little screw, so I'm trying to get it back in there. Okay, I know this is exciting for you all. All right. I like the feel of this. I'm just not sure about having like a big gape. Like, it's not really closing my sweater, it's just kind of keeping it, you know, kind of together, but not really. So it's really hot here, and so I'm like dying in this sweater. All right, so that's how that looks. Still not totally closed, but it's a little bit better. I just don't know. All right, I'm gonna go ask some opinions of my family if I can distract them, and then I'll come back and figure out. I mean, it may be a situation where I just swap it depending on the feeling. Okay, we have decided. I asked my husband's opinion. Since he's the one that said I should have a button on it, I'm gonna go with this one. And if I start hating it because it's like right now, it just feels too open, then I'll switch it. All right, so it is this one. So that's from Jewel Design. I just ordered directly from them. It was easier because the one I wanted, they did not have at any of my local yarn stores. So bought it right by them. All right, I gotta take this off now. I'm gonna get a screwdriver and tighten the back a little better so I don't lose it. All right, I'll be back. I've got things to do. Hello, it's Karen. It's 7 o'clock on Saturday night. I am laying on the bed, but not in the bed. So there's a difference. Not going to bed just yet. So, got a lot done today. Mostly, well, I did a lot, but not everything on my list. How's that? So we did go get our COVID shots. That was fairly easy. I did go to the garden store and get a pot for my, to repot my spider plant. Repotted everything fine. We did go to the French bakery and got some croissants. I did not get any video of the French bakery because it was a madhouse. After our shots, we gave our daughter the choice of where she wanted to eat lunch, and she said she wanted In-N-Out Burger. I'm not a fan of fast food, and I'm really not a fan of In-N-Out Burger, but we went and it was fine. But oh my gosh, it was just crazy there. It's like there's a few In-N-Out Burgers in the Denver metro area, so it's not like this is the only In-N-Out Burger. But the one we went to, the drive-through line, thankfully we weren't in it, but it went up onto the street. And then the lobby where we, like the actual restaurants, because we went in, was just packed. And one of the reasons it was packed was that the University of Nebraska Kearney football, I think it was football players, the whole team was there eating lunch. So it was just crazy. I mean, even without them there, it was still crazy because they all got up and left, and it was like, didn't get any quieter. So, yeah, I just don't see the appeal. I mean, some of you might be fans, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, and because we don't eat a whole lot of meat, like if I'm gonna eat it, it better be pretty good. This was not very good. I mean, it was okay. Just not, I was unimpressed. I've had it a few times. We've had it in California. We've had it in Nevada. I've had it here. You know, it's not like it's the first time, but every time I go, I'm like, why are we here? I don't see the appeal. So, okay, now that I've ripped on In-N-Out Burger. All right. I did notice while I was standing in line waiting to get my flu shot that I dropped 3 stitches in my husband's sock. See? Luckily I had that little pin, so I just pinned them, and I'm going to pick them up and just pull them all the way back and put them on the needle at some point. I don't think I'm going to do that tonight, sorry. Only because it's dark and it's black. And I just don't want to deal with it, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. And then I really need to just get those socks done because I'm tired of those socks. I'm sure you're tired of seeing them. All right, then I'll show you my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, which is still on clue 1 because I haven't had time to knit as much as I thought I would. But there it is. So yeah, I didn't say spoiler alert, but I think at this point, what's the point of saying spoiler alert? So, I'm gonna work on that tonight while I edit this video. Hiding out in the bedroom because my daughter and husband are watching Major League Baseball. It's now the playoff series have started, so they're watching, Arizona versus Philly, and they're rooting for Arizona because they had just gone to Arizona a few months ago to watch them play. So they're gonna be watching that all evening, and I just don't really feel like, okay, I'm not a baseball like super fan like they are, so yeah. So I'm hanging out here. I'm gonna fold some laundry. I'm gonna take some sinus medicine because I have a sinus headache, which is what I've had yesterday. It just won't go away. What else? Not much. I didn't get I didn't go through the love letters from my dad to my mom. I've read them before, so I know that what's in them, and nothing too, mushy or inappropriate, but so unusual because my dad was not the love letter writing kind of guy. But I'm gonna scan them, but I feel like that's something that I don't have to do all at once. Like I can take my time doing it, so I'm going to work on that probably tomorrow a little bit. Didn't touch my master's thesis, which it's amazing how many trees I killed to print that thing out 30 years ago. Yeah, we'll see. I will let you all go. I'm going to go eat. My husband is making roast cod and potatoes and some vegetable, so it's gonna be done soon. We're gonna eat dinner. It's a little late for us to eat dinner, but since we ate fast food for lunch, none of us are super hungry. Yeah, that's it. So my exciting life.